Hey guys, thanks for coming back. So today I wanted to discuss my relationship with barre, because if I'm going to be talking about myself, barre is gonna come up. So I will first say I am not an instructor whatsoever. I don't own a studio. I am simply a student of barre. I love it. And I love to introduce it to anybody who's never done it. I'm like, wait till you try this. And then for those of you who do know barre, I'll just tell you, I'm gonna let you know my 2 gems of YouTube barre that I have found. So when I discuss barre, I'm really coming from 2 different angles, so I might as well explain that now. So there's Denise, the client of barre, and then me, became the manager of said barre studio. So we'll start with client of barre. I'll tell you, I'd read about it, you know, barre and what it does and da-da-da. All of the studios were not very close to home, so I was just waiting for it to make its way up. I did, and I still do yoga. I still do yoga. I did yoga at the time, and I was just ready for something yoga-ish, but with a little more something. Anyway, a studio finally opened up closer to home. I did a 1-week intro, fell in love. It was the perfect workout for me. I will say, I think that everybody needs their form of cardio, so I will say that, but I do have my cardio elsewhere. I'm a runner, I run a lot of mileage, so for my cross training or anything else that I do not want to bang anymore on my knees. That's really it. I don't want anything high impact. I have enough high impact with my running. So barre was perfect for that. Even though there are little spots of cardio, it's certainly not, what are they called? CrossFit, or the thing where you go around to different stations. Maybe that is CrossFit. I don't know. I don't even know what they're called. For me, in my head, I knew I was gonna love barre because I loved yoga. I was like, I like that mind-body connection when I'm working out. But let me tell you, I have met people who love yoga and hate barre. I have met people who love barre and hate yoga. So, I don't know. I think all those mixes are out there. Okay, so my 2 angles when I talk about barre. So that's client barre, Denise. Loved it. So work barre, Denise, is I ended up becoming the manager of my barre studio. Long story short, I was overheard in the lobby by the owner, you know, oh, gotta go back to work, you know. I'll say now, it sort of had an agreement that I'd go back to work when my little went to kindergarten. Last year he was in 3rd grade. So that's when I got the job as manager at the barre studio. My hours were 7 to 2. It was perfect for a stay-at-home mom. As the manager of the studio, I actually learned something about myself, which leads to my answer and why I want to be a real estate agent, which I will do a whole different video on that. But I learned at the barre studio that I loved being with the clients on their way to happy. You know, when they signed up, it was usually like they wanted to get in shape, or they were completely in shape but looking for something because nothing else was working. And oh, it was so nice to introduce them and bring them into the studio and watch the happy after the class. And you know, if they skipped a few classes, I called and I was like, what are you doing? Where are you? Come on in. And when they came in, it was like, thank you for that phone call. So I learned that sometimes following up with people, making those calls, it can result in a good thing. So when I know a lot of people are like, oh, with the real estate thing, you're gonna have to make all these phone calls. And I'm like, yeah, but those phone calls are to get people on their journey to happy. I'm okay with that. So truth be told, also another aspect that I loved about my job as the manager of the barre studio was filming days. So that kind of leads me to I think I want to be a YouTube vlogger. Like I love this, you know? So we had filming days where we would do a client of the month, or if I was discussing a special at the studio or an event that was coming up. I loved filming days, just so fun. The energy that I get from doing this is So those days were always really exciting for me. Like I wore a little mascara, and it points out to me that I learned these two things from that job that definitely lead to these two journeys that I'm on now. This YouTube vlogging thing and this want to be a realtor thing. So back to client of Barre, Denise. When COVID hit, I was home like everybody else, and I miss Barre so much. So I had looked around online, or I'm sure I Googled it, and I did sign up for Alo Moves. You would think I'm an ad for Alo. I did sign up for Alo Moves. Fantastic yoga. If you go to Alo Moves and look up yoga, my favorite was Patrick. Also really good barre. Actually, that's right. I did barre with Adrian, and it was beautiful, like excellent barre, but I wanted like barre. I wanted to pull off a barre. I needed that in my life. So that's what led me to YouTube, and I was like, anytime I saw a barre, I was like, I want to see that one. So I did. I found 2 gems, and I will share them with you. And I want to do a workout of each of them with you guys to introduce you to them. I love them. So the first one is, she's called Fit by Coach Kel. So if in your YouTube search bar you put in Coach Kel barre, she'll come up. Fantastic, fantastic, fantastic barre. Now I was on this search for barre with a barre. So she caught my attention because I saw the barre in the background, but I'll tell you, most of her workouts, you don't need a barre, and that's fine. But when there's a move where I can pull off a barre, I'm like, yes! And the other one is Andrea, Barre with Andrea. Australian blonde, that Andrea. I think there were a few others, but anyway, that's the one that I do. Andrea also caught my attention because I could see a barre in the background of her workouts. And again, I think you can do both of them without a barre in your house. This was just me and my personal, like, I need a barre, I need to pull off a barre. And I'll show you guys those moves that you can only get pulling off a barre. So when COVID is over, you guys have to get into a studio. Like, you have to experience pulling off a barre. So guys, that's it. Those are my angles that I'll talk about barre, either like, oh, when I worked at the studio, blah, 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 or today I did a workout with Kelly and blah, 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 blah. So I just figured I'd explain where, who, why, me, where do I fit in this whole barre world thing. So again, not a teacher, I'm a I think that's it. I'm a cheerleader for barre. So my intention is to do a workout with my 2 YouTube barre gem finds and share those with you guys. Today I figured I'm gonna show you, when I say pull off the barre, I'm gonna show you the moves that I needed in my life. You have to do them off of a barre. So I'm gonna show them to you, and then just earmark it and say, as soon as the world opens back up, I'm gonna go to a barre studio, because damn, I wanna pull off a barre. It's the best. Anyway guys, so I'm gonna go for a sec, and when I come back, I'll be at the barre showing you some of my favorite moves. Hey guys! So here we are at the barre. I just wanted to show when I say I needed barre in my life, I wanted those moves where I could pull off the barre. There is excellent barre where you don't pull, and I'll tell you, even in a class where there's like a section where you're pulling off the barre, that is such a small part of the class actually, but I love it and I needed it. So I'll tell you the barre that is in the middle of my living room and why. So I complained during COVID. I was doing pretty good barre. Like I said, on Alo Moves, like excellent bar, but I was just like, I want to pull off the bar. So hubby just built me a bar. This is nothing fancy. The metal is from Amazon. The metal in the bar part is from Amazon, and this is from Home Depot. He just built it and put it up on the wall for me. So, yeah, it brings me joy. So, okay guys, I will show you those moves. Okay, so here we go. I'm gonna show you the bar moves that I'm talking about when I say pulling off the bar. I just needed it, so here it is. Anyway, again, this only do it if you're pulling off a bar. I will tell you, I've seen online people doing it off their balcony railing. Great idea. Either way, just know you're pulling all of your body weight. So this is not a chair, not a kitchen counter, not for these, or I keep saying these. I don't know how many moves I remember, but anyway, guys, here's the general idea. You are pulling off the bar, and that usually led to this. I am not a teacher, I am not a choreographer. I think this was the chair pull. I don't know, some seat chair pull sounds right. It might make you hold it for a while. This usually turns into this. Your toes are up. Mine are already starting to shake, so there is something called the bar shake. Anyway, this usually turns into a pulsing, and oh gosh, I can't even think of more moves, but this is enough. Anyway, like I said, even in a full bar class, it will be a very short section where you're actually pulling off the bar, but as short as they were, I was missing them. So anyway, this is my relationship with bar, guys. I love it. I hope I've introduced someone to it. You're like, ooh, I want to try that. And if you do bar, wait till I introduce you to my Andrea and Michael, and I'll be doing their classes soon. That's it, guys. Please subscribe to my channel. I will be discussing different things each time, and right now I'm kind of a little bit like, I want to talk about bar. I love it, and I hope you guys end up loving it too. All right, until the next one, bye.